Hey guys, my name is Joey Thomas, entrepreneur and small business educator here with 17 Hats. As we all know, the world has changed quite a bit since the pandemic, and some of the newfound ways of doing business, well, it may be sticking around for good, and one of those things is selling remotely. So today I'm going to go over just a few tips how to sell remotely and how to do it better. I've been selling remotely for the past close to 4 years, and I have been able to increase my sales and my percentages drastically, even though I have been selling over Zoom, over phone calls, and really I haven't done a single one in person. Now, many people started new businesses at home and started doing virtual meetings, virtual sales, as you know. Now, in this new remote environment, there are quite a bit of challenges, right? And so let's talk about remote sales particularly and what you can do to give it some new life and make your efforts a lot more effective. Now, let's state the obvious first. Remote sales is when you, the salesperson, and your prospect are not in the same location during the whole sales process, right? So what are some of the challenges? Well, first of all, connection. Salespeople thrive on connection. The words we use, the tone of our voice, body language, and even proximity to the person we're speaking to all play a part in a successful sales environment, successful communication, especially when we're trying to offer something of value. Second challenge, motivation. It is hard to stay motivated when you're not meeting people face to face. And the third challenge, and maybe one of the most challenging, is just distractions. Some of you have families, homes, family at home, pets, maybe roommates, noisy backgrounds, noise outside, trash trucks, all kinds of things. Distractions are everywhere. So with all of those challenges, let me help you by giving you a few tips, some simple tips to help you get better with remote sales. And some of these things, guys, you can do right now to help just improve that environment and the mindset around sales. Number one, always choose a video call over a phone call when you can. See, it's already hard enough when we're not in person with somebody. We lose that sense of connection, like I already mentioned. So seeing a happy face, a real person on the other side, it helps your customer feel connected, and it builds trust much quicker than just a phone call. Now, when choosing to do a video call, make sure you use high quality audio. I have a microphone set up right here. It's actually overhead. You can use a podcast microphone. I try not to use earbuds. Those can cause a lot of noise. Sometimes the Bluetooth connection may not be working too well. So make sure your audio is really clear. If they can't hear you, or if it's distracting or muffled, it's not going to turn out great, right? So let's not use those cheap headphones that came free with your phone. I see that a lot, so that's why I mention it. Well, you want to also use good lighting and a clean environment. See, guys, professionalism is key, and the value of your service, at least in the beginning, is only as good as the value of the image you portray. So simple things such as high quality audio, good lighting, and a clean environment can go a long way into successful sales because, like I said, it translates into professionalism. Number three, take some time when you're doing remote sales, take maybe a little bit more time to connect with them on a personal level, maybe more so than you would do in person. You know, sometimes we have to compensate a little bit for being remote. And I'll mention this here in a little bit about what you can do to connect personally, maybe some automations that will help you along the way. So, but make sure to take some time to connect on a personal level. It's hard enough just staring at a camera, and some people don't even like seeing themselves. So when you get into that kind of comfortable, casual conversation, it goes a long way. Number four, Let's amp up the connection to this person by paying close attention to your own body language when you're on video. If you're like slumped over or you're distracted, you're looking down at your phone, you're texting, you're playing with the dog, or you're yelling at the kids on mute, it's not gonna help your cause. So pay really close attention of your connection to your audience, your body language when you're on video. Even if you are on a phone call, it's easy to sound distracted. So your tone is everything. If you look or sound distracted, you're gonna lose your sale and you will seem disinterested. So let's not do that. And number 5, I do this with every single client and it really has helped me in my remote sales over time. And I send questionnaires. I send questionnaires ahead of time. And it gives me some idea of their interests. It's a connection point that they have because I'm asking questions about them and it shows them that I do care. And so now I use that, I automate that. I use 17 Hats and I automate those questionnaires to go out along with my initial email. So it's at the very, very beginning of this client relationship. Now, one of the questions that I like to ask, which gives me a lot of information about their mindset and what they love and what they maybe don't love, is I ask them, why out of all of the people that you had options, or all the people that were online, why did you choose to reach out to me? Or what about my work interested you? So this is a great question because it's an open-ended question and it allows people to really share the things that attracted them to you in terms of your products and services. Now, once I have that information in the questionnaire in front of me, now when I'm on a video call or a phone call, I can use that information. I know what it is that they like and I can talk about those things just a little bit more. People love it when you reaffirm the things that they already like. And that goes a long way, guys, into getting better sales. So make sure to have some type of questionnaire, something that they can answer before your phone call, and give yourself a leg up on the conversation. Okay, I told you 5 tips, but I'm going to give you a bonus. It is especially important in remote sales that your client feels heard. This is a bonus for your sales. Don't be so impatient to get right to the sale or to show your pricing and your products from the onset of the phone call. You're gonna seem that you're very disinterested and they're just really kind of an invoice number. You don't want that. You want a relationship. So take extra time to identify their real needs by asking a lot of questions. And listen, once you get that information from them, you know exactly how to have this conversation. Now, I say this even more for remote sales because in person, that's still important. But because you're in person and you're smiling and you get to interact with the person, sometimes that can have more power in certain situations. But when you're doing things remotely, each one of these things are very, very important. So use that information to draw a connection from your solution to their problem. The better you do this, the more chances you have to close a sale. So guys, being remote, it can be great. You have flexibility. You're comfortable. You can set your own schedule. You can meet with people when they're not able to leave their home. So it's a very convenient tool, but like I said, it comes with its own challenges. Use these 6 tips that I just gave you to improve your chances at getting remote sales. Well, once again, guys, thanks for hanging out in the short video. And I have a lot more videos just like this coming. So if you haven't subscribed to the 17 Hats channel, do that right now. Like the video and turn on that notification bell. I'd love to share a lot more of this with you, and I'll see you again soon.